Hey, what's up, my name is Vine, and today I have some more Destiny 2. Now the gameplay you're going to be seeing here is my first ever gameplay in Crucible. Now keep in mind the gameplay might not be that good because I've only played one match Crucible so far, but I want to talk about how Crucible plays in Destiny 2. Now overall it actually played a lot better than I thought it was going to. Now I want to talk about some things I don't like about the game first, and then I'll talk about things I do like about the PvP mode in this game. So to start with, the 30 FPS frame cap really is unnecessary. I can understand it and I can get by it in PvE. I still think they could have went up to 60 FPS in PvE, but when it comes to PvP, there's no excuse. Look at the size of these maps. These maps are tiny. Along with it being 4v4, they really could have easily made it 60 FPS. There's no excuse. There's no excuse because of the console or anything like that. The consoles are not holding this game back. Look at Battlefield 1, for example. Battlefield 1 is a massive game with a massive multiplayer map with tanks and explosions and planes flying by. The game's like 32 on 32. This game has a tiny map with a little bit of explosions and a 4v4 match. This game could have easily went to 60 FPS. It's not even like the visuals are that much better than Battlefield 1. If anything, Battlefield 1's visuals are better, at least in my opinion. Another thing I don't like is the health. The health is sort of like Halo, and that's something I never liked. Now this is completely personal preference. I don't want them to change this. I don't see them changing this. I hope they don't change this because people who like this style of health, honestly, I will admit it is starting to grow on me, but I never really liked it. I never really liked the Halo style of games. I never really liked Halo multiplayer because of the health. I never really liked that feeling of shooting into someone. Like, yeah, you're doing damage to their armor, but it just feels like you're doing nothing and it feels lackluster. Now, the third and final thing I don't like about it is I just don't feel as though this game is necessarily suited for PvP. Now, this is my personal opinion. I've heard some other people talking about this as well, but I don't think Destiny is a PvP style game. Now, I do believe they are trying to get it into esports, or will be going to have like a whole esports scene or whatever, which is great. It's cool. Like, I do think the multiplayer is good. I definitely think it's unique, which is one thing I will say whenever I get on to the good side of things, but overall, I just don't think it suits. I don't like the way the movement feels, the way the gravity like makes you feel all funny. It's fine, and it's a lot related to Halo, so that's fine for a lot of people. A lot of people like that style of gameplay and that style of multiplayer. Personally, this is my personal preference. I don't like it. Now, to get on to the good things I like about this game is, number one, I love the way this game is so unique. Compared to any FPS out there, compared to any like PvP shooter out there, this game is extremely unique. And I said this a little bit before, but the way that you have your supercharge, is that what it's called? The different subclasses, where you have, for example, you have on the, what do you call it, Warlock class, no wait, not the Warlock, the Hunter class, you have the golden gun, you have some electric staff thing, not too sure the names of them, and you have like a bow and arrow. You have them three, which are kind of like specialists, I guess, in Call of Duty, and that's kind of where specialists came from. Specialists initially came from Destiny, and Destiny did make this up in the first place, so Destiny gets a point for doing that first. But I do like the way you can customize another thing, your jump. You can change it from like a double jump to a triple jump. You can change around your double jump, how it performs, how it feels, how high you jump. It's really cool. You get a really cool level of depth and customization here, not only in your guns and the way the game feels and everything like that, as well in your movement. I really like that, and I think it's very unique, and a very unique shooting and gameplay mechanic that not a lot of other games really out there have, or no other games out there have. Now, another thing I like about the game is I really like the gunplay. The gunplay feels amazing. Bungie gets this right pretty much all the time. Look at the previous Halo games, Halo 3, Halo Reach, any Halo game you can name. All these games have amazing gunplay mechanics, and that's something that Bungie gets right. They do the same thing here with the original Destiny and as well with Destiny 2. The gunplay and the way the guns feel and everything is amazing. I really like the way the gunplay feels, and they get an absolute 10 out of 10 for that. Honestly, I really like it. Now, the third and final thing I like about the multiplayer is the maps. I really like the maps, and I haven't played any of the other maps yet. As I said, I've only played one game so far, but from what I've seen on the other maps, I love the colors, I love the way the maps look. I really like the way this map feels, and the gameplay you're seeing here. Overall, I really like the map so far. I haven't really played too much of the game so far, and I will play some more PvP and get back on my thoughts later on that. But so far, I do like them. I really do like the way the maps feel. Anyway guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.